hello, good morning. Narrator, as usual. What else is new? Starting a little bit later than I had announced. In other news, the sky is blue and it's cloudy. So, yes, hi, hello, welcome to Behind the Crystal. A very special one today because this is the 100th Behind the Crystal live stream. I'm not going to do anything special. I'm not going to go reading scripts or something. I could do. I have a few video ideas. I did turn into screenplays. I never really got to see the light of day due to issues. And one immediately comes to mind. But, yeah, it's a 100 production live streams I have done. Is this what no, that's not what I want. There we go. So, yeah, we just go all the way. But fucking, that's an old one, that upcoming one, isn't it? Sorry, I just kind of a bit off topic, but yeah, look, Behind the Crystal, porting Chibis to Blender from 2019. It is in phase 2. You can definitely tell because it's got the old channel art as well on it. Now, what I was going to do is, it's not like we just do files on the back, so we just have to do that. There you go. And for whatever reason, all my old ones have privated it, although this one just sort of blocked. Which that has never changed, has it? But you can see my first production live stream was the test one. It's from April 2015, so it's just basically a year and a half, year and 3/4 ago. Actually, no, yeah, it would be a year and a half, wouldn't it? 10 and a half years I've been doing this. And yeah, I thought it would take a little less time to get to this point, but then me not streaming for 2 years while I was secretly working on phase 3 will tend to put that behind a little, but yeah, the first stream, which I believe was when I was working on a Doors submission, wasn't it, in SFM? Running Windows 7 with system mechanic, a rotating background. Oh, let's turn that off. Forgot I still had the speakers on. Windows 9. You can see it had a very poorly theme there.
Streaming, but it doesn't seem that I am.
Which now I've just replaced with RISC-OS and Mac icons. With very few exceptions, but yeah. Oh yeah, copyrighted music is I was not using Epidemic Sound at that time index. But you can see how much my anime, because I actually did not understand keyframes whatsoever and why they kind of did that. So yeah, this has been for my Doors 1 submission. Yep, not understanding whatsoever, because look, just linear, not even like Bezier, so I did not understand what I was doing whatsoever. And the fact that that curve there is there for a reason to allow that. This is stuff that I have since learned why it is like that. But geez, yeah, so this is was the very first stream that I did. In terms of production live streams. I mean, I'm not much better now. I've learned 12 principles of animation, but I'm still not better now than I was then. But yeah, 100 live streams we have done. Working on varying projects, some that came out, most that didn't. So yeah, a bit of a momentous occasion I've done so many of these production live streams that eventually became known as Behind the Crystal. Because I didn't we have a name before then, and I just renamed all of my live streams to like program I was using, live stream archive, because I think I copied Argo Damon. In fact, Argo Damon was who is an SFM who does pony animations. I'm not sure if they still do, but they kind of got me into this whole production live stream thing because I was inspired, but and also I kind of aspired to do work just like the same kind of quality. And I always seem to be perpetually like 5 years behind him, which kind of saddens me. But you know, it is what it is. Probably should have had this loading ahead of time. It's gonna, yeah, wait for it to finish computing the viewport. Otherwise, it won't. Any changes I do won't be seen, which is a very unique bug. It didn't used to do that. It used to be instantaneous, but performance has always been a bit iffy ever since I uninstalled it when I thought I was not going to use it anymore, and then I reinstalled it. Like this is like months ago, and I just left it installed it, but it had this kind of fracked up performance, and it had never quite been it was never quite as responsive since, and I don't know why. I imagine some sort of setting has changed, but I could not tell you what that setting was. But yeah, basically, by the sounds of it, it's probably not even using the NVIDIA. It's probably, let's see, utilization 45%. If I was going to look then at yeah, no, I want orchestra. I want instrumentals. Yeah, it's, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like it's using much of the resources, because right now we're just waiting for that green bar to go through, so we'll start seeing changes on this before we get on to actual working on it. But it says 54%, like over 55. I feel like that's less than it probably should be. Although we do seem to. This is a 12 gig card, isn't it? So I think we are. But we're only using 29% of it. So I was like, no, yeah, it's a 12 gig card, but we're only using 28% on this yet. And it just feels like we're using more of the CPU than we probably should. Honestly. But yeah, we're not going to get anywhere in a hurry until that is done. I'm going to do off center, I think. Send this up a little bit. But we're still gonna wait for it to be done. So we've got some time. I'll probably sit on this ahead of time. I keep forgetting it's no longer instantaneous. I can just open up a project file and I can just get to work on it. But it's still better than you know, Armor Paint, which had a lot more frustrating limitations than just waiting for the viewport to finish compiling or whatever so I can get to work. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we're dropping frames for a reason. Don't tell me like that. Don't stop that. Yeah, I won't. That's just going louder. But it's like, no, I don't stop playing it. Yeah, I just want you to be ready. That should be fine. Not especially just getting some tabs open from research, but it doesn't really matter because we are now done. So, yeah, without any further ado, we've dilly-dallied long enough, twiddling our thumbs. Let's get to work. Now, I have actually, over the course of weeks, when I had done, I have... Oh, I didn't realize you had done that. I have, Wait, it's like I have done some... Actually, why not? I could just do this, like, because I've done it with this. If it does on that and just multiply black over this area, and then always right with the world. I don't even have to worry about it. I'm worrying over nothing. Anyway, one thing that I have some time, you can see some of it is the procedural texture, and I have some additional details, which is what these fill layers are. So if we just disable that, okay, that might be for a different area. But you can see, like, yeah, that stuff there that isn't part of the you know, plastic glossy stained material. So, and I've done like this over one, which I want to try and get like hard edge here, like on the real thing, but I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you, it's not doable. It's impossible, because if I do, it just ends up going across this edge and just goes down there. So, and honestly, I do like the gradient here. It's just not really what I wanted in terms of comparing to the genuine article, but maybe it's one of those times I probably should take some creative liberty. Speaking of let's deal with let's take a screenshot of this, because we're gonna need to copy all of it so we can get it to save, and then we can just start basically moving that there. And then we'll do a paint layer, multiply, and set that to basically 0 so it doesn't affect this side. Bibbity boppity boop will be off to the waiters laughing. There you go, so that's the settings we're gonna have to copy, and then we can just move it after the fact. So new fill, set to 1, scale of not that, of minus 13 by 8.19. Set it to, yep, linear projection. Was try linear. Oh, I don't know. Linear. And then we have a lot of variables here. 0.303,422. 0.312006. And then Oh, one of them's minus, so we probably got that one. Actually, no. Minus 0.794224. With this set to 3, 1.25. This is it. Where's the 006? Thank you. We paid. We forgot that. That's why. Um, um, yeah. That's correct. So, why aren't you working? Hmm. Oh. Don't know what I just taking a picture of. We'll focus about that later. I'm just trying to figure out why. Okay, that's. We have made progress. Okay, awesome. Didn't mean to press the key there, but we can't view this in 4K, otherwise it just won't work. So we just have to deal with that. That is pretty sick. Not gonna lie, that is exactly what I intended. The moment I did this, that is the effect I want, and we're just gonna do it 2 more times. And because I've so perfectly lined up everything, it just, I won't say perfectly. That is a bit of exaggeration, but the fact that I have lined it up close enough for these 3 right here, plus 2 on the other side. It means it does look pretty good. And I do like the gradient there. It does add something. It's not quite what I was going for, but I'm saving. But I cannot argue with the results. Can we move it? Nope, it's still saving. And we're dropping frames like no one's business. Hmm. I think we are back. Yeah, my build is horrendous. It's just tanking. Probably should not save again unless I absolutely have to, because yeah, that is. And again, that's been a common thing with this machine. Like for a while, I am sorely blaming the NVIDIA GPU, where things are being funky and not performing the way as it should. And I know NVIDIA's drivers has always been patchy in Linux, but I think it has actively gone worse in recent releases, and it's gone to the point now where I can't update Fedora, and I'm stuck on version 40 because of the because my OS is. I've tinkered with the OS too much over the years, where now it just. No matter what I do, it just won't let me. And I the only way to get around it would be just to do a fresh install of Linux, of Fedora. And if I'm going to do that, I might as well get an AMD GPU, which is on the cards eventually. But not right now because I can't afford it. I'm saving up for so many different things, including having a transition fund for like clothes and medication and hair removal. And the other, and also like right now car insurance as well, so you know, it's just, here's what it is. So, new prediction. Then we just have to start copying these values again. Oh, 33, 422. 0.31206. Continue. And then 79. Yeah, I don't know how this thing, because I'm just thinking to like all my frames are just dropping and it is less than ideal. Well, pretty much that much. Probably, okay, so that probably means the value is not right. Because, you know, that is not correct. Just gonna quickly check this. Yeah, it's just dropping frames like no one's business. Okay, not Proton, it's only using 20%. Okay, something is lying, and I'm just, yeah, I am sorry blaming the NVIDIA drivers for this blunder. Okay, here it's stuttering. More day I went to green again and why? But how? Because these are the same values. Oh, I see. I put three. That's why you're doing it. Okay. My fucking tunnel vision perception filter has failed me again. There we go. And then one more, and then, as far as I'm concerned, that'll be this model done. So one more fill. Full. No repeat. Linear projection. Let's get to work. Minus 13. Oh. 8.19. With values of 303,422. Oh, 0.303422. Grabbing in the exact same spot as is on the other side, just without the minus value. 0.31206 and then minus 794224. Okay, I forgot to put the point there, didn't I? 79224. Then you're doing this. 1 3 1.25. That finger's on the 0. Okay. Just copy that and just. There we go. And then finally, one paint layer, multiply, and set this to 0 on that side. Also, let's just do that there, do that there, do that there. There you go. And that should be it then. That multiplier is just like so it's only explicitly on this side, and yeah, that's probably about it, isn't it? Okay, we're gonna go BRB quickly because I'm gonna have to save and that's just gonna freeze stuff again. So yeah, I'll be back once it's finished saving. Oh yeah, I forgot to resume the music. Whoops. But no, I was going to say it looks like performance stabilized, but the moment I switch, it's starting dropping frames again. Fucking, like it went to 0%, like when I switched it there, I just didn't. Oh, oh, fuck you too, I guess. See, which one of these was rendered? No, not Siri. Was it this rendering with iWay? Yeah, because that's a good idea, isn't it? When it's not fucking working properly, is it? I can already see like the bit where it's gonna go like and just crash. This is not a good idea. Assuming it works at all, of course. It's very possible it just won't start up because of the exact same reason why performance has been iffy. Because this doesn't really tell you anything, does it? I mean, it's right there, that's selected. Actually, no, it's grayed out. Why is that grayed out? That's probably why. It's probably, it's like, it sees it, but it's not selected. And it was selected because I was using it. If I did, okay, no, it's just so it has to be one. Okay, so it is seeing. It's just taking longer than it probably should to warm up, which probably means it's not going to work. What are you doing? Okay. No, okay, so just one of the things is just broke for an inexplicable reason. That's annoying, but not unexpected. Oh well, okay, so with that in mind, we'll start exporting the textures. Now, would you still remember my personal settings? Forgot like CryEngine's a preset, isn't it? Cast. Couldn't share one. Yeah, we just need texture sets. Oh. Yeah, I don't think it remembers, does it? PBR, Motiva. Blender. Yeah, so where's the Blender one? There you go, mail of Blender. At 496 man, we don't need it to be 8K, not for this one, this is too small. We don't need it to be an 8K texture. 4K will be sufficient. Wait, where are you sending that to? If it doesn't explode, then, you know, that is actually going to be a massive problem. And it is a possibility I didn't even consider. It looks like it's going to take a while as well, which is, you know, not ideal. It's probably for the exact same reason why it takes so long for it to compute the viewport. So it might be for a couple of minutes waiting for it. Just waiting. Still doing it. Done this to myself. I can. Yeah, I've done it to myself. Um, come on. Oh, I've done this to myself. And I know I've done this to myself. Because I am stupid. When was the last time I saved this? Because I don't know if if it's like greater than 10 minutes ago, I'm not going to do it. 17. That is pushing it a little. Computing textures. Yeah, that's what it's doing. Computing textures results. That's why it's taking so long. You know, it shouldn't. You know, honestly. Do. Well, I'm just gonna get a snack. I'm just twiddling my thumbs. I got nothing to say, so this is boring content. So I'm gonna go BRB again, and I'll be back once I get a snack or something. Hello, I am back. I did take the liberty to basically get it exported. It was just finishing exporting as well when I was about to switch over. So, oh no, that's not what I want. Whoops, forgot that was still open. But yeah, I was gonna do. It was still excited. I was waiting for it to basically finish computing, and I was gonna switch over, but it just kind of did the rest anyway. Yeah, nothing in metallic. There's the height map, which has that nice gradient. There's also on the normal map as well, and then there's also the cluster fact that is the weapons map. So we have exported all of this. Not in the right format though. PNG. Because it's not transparent, we don't need this, so we'll just put this under 4K because that's what it is. And then we'll just put this under PNG because that because whoops, that was not the right thing. So we've got to wait for the computer again. Export textures. I forgot that was something I had to manually change because again, since we're not doing transparency, we don't really need it to be PNG. In fact, I don't even remember TGA support transparency. It's been that long. But Targa is more what we're after. So we just have to wait for the physical computer. This will take again several minutes. It's actually getting bad. I can see the clouds just rolling in. So. Yeah, we just have to wait for this now. And it's just going to take a few minutes. So, we can take this much talk. So, hi! I hope you have had a good week. How have you been? That's bright. That's also bright. Oh, these are bright! It's good lighting, aren't they? Turn this up, Rain. So, yeah, I hope everyone has had a good week. I hope work has been agreeable. I'll probably say would probably be the best term. Not crazy, not good, just tolerable, agreeable. I think those would be apt descriptions from to describe because work, you know, just kind of sucks, at least from my experience. Very limited experience because I'm currently unemployed, but sucks nonetheless. I've had an interesting week. A lot has happened over the last few weeks. Last Wednesday was my birthday. I got EDF 6. That's been fun to play. I went this time last week. I was glamping in Sherwood Pines. That was fun, although I will go back to Sherwood again because I like the forest, but I'm probably not Sherwood Pines because the bed wasn't comfy. And once again, IBS being a problem, and the fact that a glamping park doesn't have a dedicated toilet, you have to go to a toilet block. Especially how the UK, let alone the world, is being right now. It's not a great situation to be in. Luckily, there's the Centre Parks, like literally around the corner, that has like Woodside Bay Retreat style lodges. So we can. So I would just say like that means it has its own built-in toilet, its own private toilet, which would be good for me with my condition. I hate IBS, really do. Every day, like I get yearn more and more for a synthetic body, partly because of it, also because better customization, better control over my body, how I look. But that's getting to another subject, which I'm not entirely sure is appropriate for YouTube. I'm going to be honest with you. YouTube's community guidelines can be a bit vague, and I'm not taking that risk. But anyway, despite that, I did have fun. I had 2 years of digital detox, so I did not look at my phone that much, which is my phone, iPhone 11. We'll be replacing that with a fair phone soon, but I did use minimal use of my phone. I walked around the forest before it rained. I just watched the world go by while my IBS was playing up, which was not so good. I had a nice sausage curry, which might have a picture, which I can show, because, you know, what else have I meant to do at this time in day? Oh, I do. I don't. The portion will look a bit small because it is. I only had scooped about half of what I made, because again, IBS made it difficult to eat. Because I think the portion I made is for one person. I basically had half a person's portion. Thanks, IBS. I really do appreciate that when I'm trying to gain weight. But either way, but it doesn't change the fact that this basically is it. That is what I ended up cooking. I had an air fryer, so was I did. I brought my air fryer oven with me, so and that's the entire recipe was made for the air fryer oven, specifically for glamping trips. So I will go glamping again, but it will have to be those premium glamping parts that has built-in toilets, because I can't go with regular ones. Because again, irritable bowel syndrome. It sucks. It's annoying, and it's just an everlasting thorn in my side. Like, unironically. It's annoying. Sucks. This sucks. So still computing, but that's basically what happened last week. Lots of fun. This time last week I was walking around the forest, like exactly this time last week, 11:43 hours. It hadn't rained yet. I forgot to bring my waterproof and my boots, so it's not like I could go out in the rain anyway. And the time I did, I got my onesie. I bought a puppy one, a pug onesie, which is technically something I wanted for the best part of 8 years before my egg even cracked. Like, especially wanted for this trip because of Yuri. They had like a camping thing, which is probably what inspired me to go glamping. Which is also probably what inspired my curry recipe, because that was shown. I was like, oh, I want to do something like that, and I just kind of made my own because I like sausage. And I made like carrots, sweet potato, peppers. The carrots I never got soft. Don't know why. I like them soft. I don't know why they are a bit more. I chopped tomato in a can, tomato puree, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and curry powder. Although last week when I did glamping, I didn't bring the curry powder, just purely because it was like I was feeling ill since Friday. It just never quite gone away. And I put myself on doing the stove while driving by accident when I was to do that. Because I just literally just played up. Basically from the word go, I never quite calmed down. I purposely did not pack curry powder into those spice. So the pepper still gave some spice, so that's something. And we are done. There we go. Uncompressed textures that we now can put into its correct place. So put that under volumes, elements, misc, blender, user mod, materials, models, misc furniture. If it was set up like a source, it should be in here, but of course the element drive has gone to sleep because we have not used it this entire time. But fortunately, because all of my live stream stuff is not on the element drive, it's not going to crash the live stream. It's not going to crash the live stream when I I didn't even touch the highway. What's that something? But sure. So again, it does not like this when I try to save, so we'll just go over it. Yeah, curry served for with the pepper, and it was very nice. We've got the text exported, that's now in the blender, so we just close Substance Painter, so because I want to save, I'll go BRB very quickly. And then once we're done, we'll finally get into Blender and finish this model, adding the textures, and rigging. So I'll be right back and we can go into that. There you go, that's the one I wanted. Fuck. But hi, we're back. It's saved, we're closed. So let's fire Blender. Let's not waste any more time. We've been on BRB scenes way too much. Oh yeah, that's probably out of date now. It's probably got like 4.6 or 4.5.2 or something like that. We'll check later. So let's open this up. And then material editor. Okay, so this is where we're going to do some good old shenanigans. There's no metallic, we can get rid of that. Get rid of that. Put that there, but because we need like coordinates, so there's the coordinates. With no map, we could just drag this in because we just need it directly for the UV. For all three. Then base color. The height can actually go. Fucking, I think it's just frozen immediately. Outstanding move. Oh, there we go. Move that down there, one way around. Then this will control the Waffen map. Then go down here, so this is a non-color. Okay, then color will go into a bump map. What's it? Displacement, which I'm in scale. I don't feel that the bump map is correct. Something about it doesn't feel right. I always forget. Yeah. What I'm saying is it's not natural. I mean, it kind of works, but I still feel that this is not correct. User mod. Let's not save anything. I just want to do because I want to see if it is that shading, which is because it's would have been flat. No, it is just normal map. Okay, displacement was correct, but other parts, no. Other parts, not so much. So long, farewell. Originally was just a normal map, and I keep oh, 11. So let's do black and white. So Now that should be a bit better. If I change this to non-color. sRGB. Okay, yeah, that seems to be fine. I don't really want an Indian themed thing. No, I am. Can you like not? There you go. That's a little bit. That's a little bit more my jam. Open file location. And then we just back this up as texturing final. Next up is just rigging, which is just going to be a single root transform. Oh, there you go. No, wasn't it? There was some way to change the color of this. For the material. Viewport display. With there we go. So now that looks a little bit more than just being a white thing in the preview. Duh. Is nice. Anyway, back to the point. Single bone. And there you go. With that being called root transform. Zero. Viewport display. Almost defined. Stick. Envelope. Definitely not that. Bebo, no, let's just go with stick. Good old stick. And then oh, no, fucking it's a disadvantage of having them like that. I just ended up making those kind of mistakes, so we'll just do that. Close that. There you go. Rigging, bones, final. And then select these, that, and where's the support? That, and then that with empty transforms. Then select all of that. Assign 100% of the weight. Select all of that. Assign 100% of that, the weight of that. And now then, when I go put this to pose mode. Yep, it moves. I should put this on to pick up presto. Just so I can just see that I can just do that. See, let's revert because I can do that again. Just there, so fix the presto animation, and then we'll just disable that so we can't select the mesh anymore by accident, and then we can select the root transform bone, or you know, the rig itself. But point being is we can do that. Rigging, rating, final, and then we can start doing the final stuff. So garden chair 1, garden chair 1 rig. Sorry, it doesn't have 001 or something, like, because that will happen when you try to import the collection in the asset library. That has happened to me before. There you go. Just because I wanted to see. Yeah, the template was a lot taller, wasn't it? Look at that. Actually, yeah, a bit taller, a bit wider, but virtually the same in the x-axis. So now we'll just not duplicate collection. We're going to delete hierarchy, so it's literally just that. And then we can move on to the next thing. So we'll just say that's going to be pre-final one. Append. See, is it got the vertical one or is the horizontal one? Survey says workspace. No, it's the horizontal one, not the vertical one. Try again. What I do know we'll have, it will be Project Starlight, wouldn't it? A big bust up. Character rigs. P for Project Starlight, workspace, revision stuff. Yeah, nope, that's really Project Starlight didn't use that. I'm kind of surprised. Well, back to what I originally was going to use, which was going to be the one from Chibi Movies, SDK content. Model source, characters, human. It doesn't really matter, workspace. Revision notes. There you go, that's what I was looking for. Likewise, append. Text, revision number. That's all. revision number 1. Underpainting, go to... Yeah, I'll probably keep that there. Revision number 1. Garden, chair, long, bracket thing. I forgot what it was. Variant 1. The pre-final 2. And then external data, pack resources, save. And this, oh, you just done that. No problem. It has to be, yeah, because it's like 116 megs for the texture, so that would be about right. Final, and then we'll put that. Oh wait, no, we can't do that final because we have yet to fucking mark this as an asset. If we don't do that, and put it in, you still didn't do it right. Even when I managed to set the color, you just decided to do like roughness or something. Fuck you. So models, misc furniture. Yeah. If it's not in there, we're not gonna be able to find it when we want to import it. Now we can set the. Actually, no, we can't because we haven't said this. We'll get there eventually, I promise. There you go. And now, final. Now we just put this under user mod, materials, no, models, misc furniture. And we're now joining with all the other ones. So open Cyberpunk Street. You know, that means if I open this one, let alone the last time I modified it. This is gonna take a while because I'll open this in a different version of Blender, so it's gonna be computing every single material that this scene uses. This is gonna take a hot minute, even at the best of times. Yeah, I can hear New Octane going. But we are going to, we're probably going to simplify the amount of work we're going to do. We're probably going to move the satellite disk, the barrel. We're going to keep the vending machine. Would be nice, but I'm not entirely sure if we are going to end up doing that. The street lamp is that, so but I want to try to simplify because try to lessen the scope of this project because. Yeah, this is taking a lot longer than shit. I was hoping to be done with this project by now. Fucking 80 textures to compute. Oh. You can see that. It's not a happy camper, is it? Oh, are we done? Okay, yeah, I think we finished computing it, haven't we? Yep. And that's the last, that tells you the last thing we did on it, because it's still got the set to the AC that we dragged here, that we did in our paint, and the roughness is just fracked up. There we go. We're gonna set this back to 0. Put that in there. There you go, I was wrong with it, wasn't I? So and then duplicate that, and then we just move that there and rotate there. And then these templates, which are not even in the templates folder, that's a bit. We can then we move that. Yeah, that now there. Layout. Go and check and take a hike, and we're going to remove security drawing. We're keeping street lamp. And we do it a little bit differently than how it was originally, but we're keeping it because it's too dark otherwise than that. I need some sort of source of light. You kind of see it is lighting up a little bit there. We'll add another light. Like this entire scene just needs so many additional like lights just to have welcoming, because they are space diffusing things, just not giving enough, like, you know, at all. But so yeah, just like very well. Not quite, the grain is not quite working as I hoped it would, but you don't really see it anyway, so it's not too much of an issue. And then if we just see, yeah, you can feel actors getting like immediately. Oh yeah, and there's the rain. Yeah, we got particles, so collision, rain droplets, and then we got like the floor thing, which is, yeah, okay. No, there's no way New York Times is going to do this in real time, so we're not going to try, but yeah, that looks good. So that's one more propped on, and we can move on to another one. Let's, you know, try to end this. I can't see how this can go wrong. Just move that to be smaller. There you go. Oh wait, we did not like that, did it? I just realized that's gone up again. That needs to be fixed at some point soon. Yeah, I'm getting an overload error. Oh no, we have done. Oh, did I? Yeah, I forgot. So that's right. Whoopsie daisy. I mean, it comes to a point where advertising pair is probably also not something we're going to do. But yeah, that's the type of rendering that out. So we just have to wait for that just to re-render, and then yeah, we can see how it looks like. You know, how it looks like minus all the lights, because again, if it doesn't quite bright enough. Cycles, it does provide enough brightness, but because we're not using cycles, this is meant to be a test for EV Next. I am learning about its limitations, but I do want to see it to the end, because I basically have learned what I wanted to at this point. But I'm just using this as an excuse just to build my asset library in Blender for like my non-chibi stuff. And I can just have something I can publish and use in my showreel at the end. That's the only reason why I'm still doing this. Yeah, yeah. Don't dark as anything, but yeah. It still looks pretty good to me. Because you can see the edges around there, because technically the camera can't see it, so... which I find is pretty funny, actually. Which is how it's probably doing a very cool little effect with the shadow there. Again, because I have an orange light here, because that's where... Or, like, probably like a spotlight or something, very faint. Just something there, just to give it some extra brightness. Because, yeah, it just doesn't quite have the brightness that I'm after. Although it does look like it... It does look like a little brighter. They might have actually done some updates to the lighting engine. Because it does look a little bit better. Although, like, the dark textures, like this green, still is not correct compared to Cycles. No. I mean, I don't know why I didn't know, because I'm probably going to end up leaving it here anyway. Ugh, that's even worse. It's like dubstep. But yeah, I'll probably say that's a good spot to leave it. Because we've made good progress. I'm not going to lie, we did have some technical issues to it. The stream did have has its issues, mainly from Substance Painter, but hey ho. But we did finish texturing the model, we exported it, we've imported to Blender, finished the rig, and it's now been imported into the Cyberpunk street scene. So that's a little extra progress done. But considering the time involved, what, like a month? I mean, I've been away for like 3 weeks, so in total 3 and a bit weeks. So progress would have slowed because of that. But even then, I need to dial back the scale a little bit of this, because this medium scale project is just going to like a large scale project just because of the amount of time. I didn't think it was going to take this long just to do with the assets. But regardless, how it's shaping up right now, it's very good. I'm very happy how it looks so far. It looks very good. Okay, I've just noticed that's not correct. Both from these, I don't even know what. Oh, yeah, okay, that explains that thing. Okay. So I might rewind that in a moment, but I was like, that doesn't quite. But I'm happy that the going to Proper's Line is very close to what I saw in the mines. And it is giving again a little bit of extra scenery. I might end up dragging a little bit for where the barrel is going to be, which might be my next prop. In theory, that should be the easiest prop to do. This is going to be like a hollow out barrel that I'll use the fire particles for. So once that is done, then I'll do the street lamps. Once the street lamp is done, then it's the satellite drone, and then I'll say that be it. The vending machine would be nice to have, but honestly, I think that is also going to be cut. But that's basically all done. Like, once we do those 3 props, we can animate it, which won't take that long, in theory, because it is just like some drone flying bits in the background. And then we can, of course, I forgot, before we can even animate, I'm going to do like those additional lighting bits, just to give it a bit more pop, even. Because the scene build is basically turned into like designing a map. I'm mapping, not so much scene building. So, you know, it is what it is. But for now, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found this live stream informative. I'm assuming again Tuesday, hopefully IPS permitting. I might start I probably might start like doing a security breach playthrough, specifically the Ruin DLC, because that's something I want to do because it is going to be Spooky Month on Wednesday. So, I mean, considering that shops are now doing Christmas decorations on it, I think I can be forgiven for doing my Halloween stuff a day early. But I'm also going to be in Gabe's live stream. Gabe is hoping to stream Helldivers 2 on his Twitch, so that'd be twitch.com/Gabriel Xeon. I mean, that was Xeon Gabriel. It's either or, I forget which way it is. Let's just quickly check. Yeah, Gabriel Xeon. Which I'll just post a link here. So that is, I'll be doing, possibly doing that tonight again, partly IBS permitting, and also partly just if Gabe, because it was like he was thinking about it, it was not confirmed, but there's a good chance he will, so I'll be part of that if all things going to plan. And yeah, have a good weekend, everyone. Have a good Sunday. I'm hoping I'll start Behind the Crystals again a little bit more frequently into December. We'll see. I've said that before. And yeah, have a good weekend, everyone. Bye.